Robert Devaughn King.
And is there any other person that can possibly be the child's father other than the person that you previously named?
No, sir.
And did the father sign an acknowledgement of paternity or a birth certificate stating that he was the father of the children?
Yes, sir, he did.
All right, thank you. And has there been any issues relating to family violence between you and the other party to this case?
Yes, sir.
Anything within the,
Physical and mental abuse.
thank you, ma'am. Anything within the last 2 years?
Yes.
And when was the last incident, ma'am?
August of 2024.
And did you contact the police in reference to that incident?
Not that day, but yes, the police were called out. I was dealing with the CPS case. That was also the CPS case that I was dealing with was for my 17-year-old daughter, but Robert King was the who was being accused
All right.
of sexual abuse to my daughter. I did everything that I was required to do through the CPS. I had to take my daughter to get a forensic interview done. It was all like a bunch of steps that I had to do. I guess they eventually cleared him of any accusations of that sexual abuse. Um, but the last physical incident that we had, I he was sleeping and I took it upon myself to go through his phone, um, which I know I'm gonna find something that I'm not gonna like. So I woke him up out of his sleep and I was like, hey, what's this? You're on video chat with a naked girl. He jumped out of bed, snatched his phone out my hand, and started screaming and yelling at me. And he cornered me in at the front door of the hotel room and told me that he was going to put me to sleep.
And did you have to move from that residence after that incident?
Yes, absolutely. I actually was able to leave out of the relationship through the help of CPS. I was placed in a DV shelter in Conroe from August 22nd to October 4th of last year. I did my 6 weeks there, and I was able to locate another DV shelter here in Dallas, which is more extensive time and support, childcare, help with employment, etc. So I've actually been in this program since October the 4th, and I'm getting ready to graduate the program successfully and transition out into our own apartment.
All right, thank you, ma'am. So as it relates to the father, do you know if he's currently employed?
I don't believe so.
All right,
He has mentioned doing side gigs, so he's possibly getting paid under the table.
all right. And other than the two children in this matter, do you know if the father has any additional children under the age of 18?
Yes, he has two.
All right. The state has used the minimum wage, giving credit for two additional children, and will request that the father pay state medical in the amount of $57 per month. Are you in agreement to that?
Yes, sir.
And as it relates to child support, again, using minimum wage, giving credit for two additional children, the state will request that the father pays child support in the amount of $228. Are you in agreement to that as well?
Yes, sir.
And just to confirm, you stated that you're not requesting any retroactive support. Is that correct?
No, sir.
And as it relates to the retroactive support, do you understand that if you were owed anything from the past, you would be forgiven that today?
Yes, sir.
And you're doing that freely, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And based off of the prior reported family violence, are you requesting that you be named as the sole managing conservator for the children?
Yes.
And
Yes, sir.
thank you, ma'am. And are you requesting that there be no residency restriction as to where you and the children can reside?
Yes, sir.
And are you requesting that the father has no visitation with the children?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that would be in the children's best interest?
Absolutely.
And have you attempted to extend some visitation to the father in the past?
Yes, sir.
And did that work out?
No, sir. I made multiple attempts with no kind of, um, I don't know the word, reconciliation with his twins to try to keep that relationship between them, despite the abuse and everything that him and I went through.
All right. And has the father had any visitation with the children since the party separated?
No, sir. He has not physically seen his kids in a year.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. And are you requesting that your information, such as your address and telephone number, be withheld from the record?
I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Are you requesting that your information, such as your address and telephone number, be withheld from the record?
Yes.
And are you in agreement to the father paying the court costs associated with today's hearing?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have any additional information that you would like to offer to the court at this time?
I would just like to say that I know it took me a great amount of courage to leave that relationship. The mental abuse honestly affected me more than the physical abuse he did to me ever would. Um, but I know I'm a great mother, and I made the choices mainly for my kids to make sure that they're safe, that they're cared for, that they're in a safe environment, they're able to thrive, they're meeting their milestones. They're doing amazing in daycare, they're walking, they're talking, they weren't even walking when I left the relationship, and they were 18 months at that time. Um, they're nearing 3 years old, and they're great kids, and I'm going to keep working, and I'm going to keep doing everything I could do in my power to make sure that they have a good upbringing.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Nothing further from this, from the state, Your Honor.
All right, default judgment granted as requested, making a finding of family violence, non-disclosure is granted. The child support and medical support is also granted. No visitation ordered at this time. Court calls bill to the father. The Attorney General's office is going to put that in writing in a court order for me to sign. That'll make it official. They should be able to email you that if they can find an employer that will send out a withholding order. But if he's working for cash, then they're not going to be able to send anything out. But he does have to make his payments through the child support office so that he can record those payments and they can keep track of what's going on there. All right, you're done with court, ma'am. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
What do we have today?
Your Honor, it appears that we have a agreed order. The state is requesting to read into the record what has been agreed to by the parties. And may I proceed, Your Honor?
Yes.
All right. The parties agree that the non-custodial parent shall be established as the children's father for both children here in this matter today. There's been no request for DNA testing. The parties agree that there's been no issues relating to family violence, that there's no request for non-disclosure. The parties agree for the children to be covered on the custodial parent's health insurance through her employer. The parties also agreed to be named as joint managing conservators and that the custodial parent shall designate the primary residence in Dallas and the surrounding counties. The non-custodial parent has no additional children other than the child or children here in this matter. The non-custodial parent is currently employed with a gross income of $2,511 per month. The parties are requesting that child support be set at $0 due to a split custodial arrangement, to which the custodial parent, the mother, has the children from Saturday at 8 a.m. to Wednesday at 6 p.m. And the following schedule will be in effect for the father on the next week. The parties agree for the medical support to be set at $184 per month and dental support to be set at $66 per month, both to begin on October 1st, 2025. The parties agree that there is no request for any retroactive support. The parties agree for the court costs to be billed to the non-custodial parent. This appears to be the full agreement at this time, Your Honor, so the state would like to call the mother here in this matter. Ms. Vasquez, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Cassandra Vasquez?
Ms. Vasquez, did you hear what I read into the record as it relates to this case?
Yes, sir.
And are you in agreement with all terms that were provided to the court today?
Yes, sir.
And are you requesting that the court accepts those agreements and make them the order of the court?
Yes.
And do you find this agreement to be in your child or children's best interest?
Yes.
Do you have any additional information that you'd like to offer to the court at this time?
No, sir.
Nothing further from this party owner. At this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the father in this matter. Mr. Kunkel, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Hunter Kunkel.
And Mr. Kunkel, are you the father of the children here in this matter?
Yes, sir.
And are you requesting that you be named as the father for these children in this legal order today?
Yes, sir.
And sir, did you hear what I read into the record as it relates to this matter?
Yes, sir.
And are you requesting that the court accepts those agreements and make them the order of the court today?
Yes, sir.
Do you find these agreements to be in your children's best interest?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any additional information that you would like to offer to the court at this time?
No, sir.
Right, nothing further from this party owner.
All right, I will approve the agreement y'all have made today. The Attorney General's office will put that in a court order for me to sign, and they'll email you all a copy. You're both done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you.